Hey everyone, this is Black Binder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Tales of Maj'eyal. Now, last time we left off, I noticed that I had a bug with my character. I wasn't gaining insanity on my basic attacks with my tentacle. So, the only way to fix it, I found, I retested a Writhing One. I leveled him up to level 50 and took Worm That Walks to see if it was just that one Writhing One that was bugged, and it was. So I made a brand new one without cheats or anything. I ran through everything we've gone up to so far. Somehow I'm like 2 levels lower, or a level and a half lower than we were before, so it must have been an easier whatever. I went ahead and died twice just to make sure we have the same amount of lives as before. And what else? Also, I won't have an extra 2 points in foul convergence because remember, 2 of those points were buggy. They went in when they weren't supposed to. And also, I haven't found a Tinker escort yet, which really sucks. But I think we are good to go on. We have a category point. I'm not going to use it just yet. I want to find a Tinker. I'm hoping you find if you have Embers of Rage activated for the main campaign, you'll always find one Tinker. Now, whether you can save him or not is a different matter. And it gets harder and harder to save them as you get farther and farther in the game. Like saving an escort in DIEkara is very difficult. Saving one in Dreadfell is difficult. Alright, we're just gonna sit here. I want these guys to disappear because... No, what are you doing? Stay back. Oh, god dang it, he blindsided him. I wanted him to not do that. I have a Wintertide Vial. It clears 3 mental effects on you, which is pretty nice. It's got crappy light radius, though, and no health. What does this guy have? He is either... Oh, no, he is definitely a Writhing One. So should be able to take him out. Oh, and he's got a Saw Blade on him as well. Let's go Foul Convergence on this guy, because he's almost dead. Ow. Alright. Throw a Bloated Horror over there. Let's also put our Devourers right there and let them do the work. Okay. Foul Convergence. I should not have done that. Not good. Alright, what do we got here? We have some type of rogue. No clue. And Precise Strikes. That could be anything. Or that could be a lot of stuff. Well, we can't jump away. That's not good. So I'm gonna put a Bloated Horror there, and hopefully we can survive long enough for our stuff to come off cooldown. I'm gonna put the Devourers in between us. We are stunned for another 5 turns. Not good. No bueno. Let's just stay there for a second. Alright, we good? Can we do it now? I'm confused, but looks like it's not a very powerful one. God dang it. I just used my Wintertide Vial and he just immediately confused me. Come on. Need to get out of here. I'm out of things to use. Alright, let's get over here. Now, is there anything in here that we want? No. Amulet. It's got 10 life. That's not terrible, but the rest of it isn't so great. And ours has stun resistance on it. Alright, so let's get out of here. That wand was okay, but we're past the point of using a single target wand. Do I really not have a pickaxe still? I do. So where's my dig command? I must have accidentally kicked it off the bar. Alright, what I'm doing here is I'm digging a zigzag. Anytime you have a difficult zone, just do this. Makes it a lot easier. So what we'll do is, we have a zigzag now. So I will go and get the attention of the enemies, and hopefully I can get them to follow us into the zigzag. This is really good for like the master or any kind of necromancer that keeps summoning animals or pets at you. Alright. There we go. Our worm that walks almost killed him on his own. Nope. More people. Let's go ahead and throw him there. Let him do some work while we wait out this confusion. Alright, looks like we're good there. These tentacle trees, we are not going to open them. If you don't care whether you're making it to endgame or not, they can drop some pretty powerful equipment. However, they'll also have a chance to drop you into a very difficult mini dungeon. It's full of oozemancers, but also it has this little zone-wide effect that happens that buffs the enemies and makes all debuffs on you last like 6 turns longer. It's really, really difficult to deal with most classes. Now, if you have an instant way to dig, like Pulverizing Auger with the Archmage or Arcane Blade, it can be doable. But you never know if it's going to spawn you right in the middle of a bunch of the rares down there, and it seems like they're almost all rares or ran bosses too. I don't know how it works on normal, but insane, that's how it seems. Alright, let's clear that confusion. Ow. What the heck was that? What's he got? Not sure exactly. He's a mine... Oh, it was the boulder thrower. Must have hit me. Did not see him down there. Alright. Is there anything in here that we want? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Actually, I am going to take this. It's got 26% fire resistance, and there is a zone coming up where I will need that. Not specifically a zone, but one enemy in particular. Alright, let's foully converge on him. Okay, you can't foul convergence on somebody who's sitting in the wall. Good to know. This right here is the Temporal Rift. If you don't have Temporal Warden or Paradox Mage unlocked, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, leave it alone, especially if you're a melee class. It's just a pretty difficult optional dungeon, and there's really no reason to go in there. Like, the item you get from it is the Rune of the Rift, which damages an enemy and then sends them out of time for like 4 turns. It's just super annoying. It's not, and it doesn't always work. I think it's based on your spell power. Like, you have to beat their spell save. Alright, what is this? Let's go you. Alright, we're gonna jump away before we get stunned or blown into oblivion. Let's run away. There could be more boulder throwers behind there, and I need to heal. There was another one. We would have died if we'd stayed. We were also poisoned and bleeding, so... Or not poisoned, diseased. Look at all those worms. Some of them aren't mine, though. Boulder throwers do not care about your armor. They only really care about your physical resistance, so... Even a bulky class like a Bulwark or this Writhing One, it doesn't really matter. I mean, yes, you have the hit points to survive it, but it's not like it's going to do less damage. You still need to heal the same amount. kill this guy. He's a necromancer. Not really a big deal, but he can cast Invoke Darkness, which can be a surprise little chunk of damage if you're not ready for it. Alright, anything... this isn't bad. 40 life, 10% stun resistance. Let's go ahead and put that on. I'll keep this for now. But let's go ahead and take it, because I think we needed an extra 10% stun resistance, if I remember right. Nope, we need an extra 30%. 20 now. Alright, is this DIEkara 4? Yes, that means it's the end. We do not have alternate DIEkara, thankfully. It's much harder to deal with the last level on alternate DIEkara, because it's a huge open area. But this should be okay, and that's not big enough. I need to make it bigger. Anybody? No, we don't care about bees. Well, we don't care about normal bees. These graves, if they're all clustered together, you'll go to a grave arena, and it's very difficult if you don't have an instant way to dig, so be careful. I think we can actually do them, though, since they're far apart. But they basically spawn high-level undead. We will do that after we clear the zone. That way, no, that's right, I don't have a psychoportation torque this time around. I also don't have any dispersion gloves, which sucks. There is the guy we're after, Rantha the Worm. He's already used his big cold breath on us, so we should be okay. Alright, what do we want here? Disarm traps, we don't need that up. I'm never going to disarm traps. Alright, Ring of Growth, what is that? Do I remember what that is? Oh yeah, I get it. 4 strength, 4 will, 10% resistance to nature, and gives you physical and nature damage, healing mod. That's actually not too bad. Do I want it instead of that? Life and pinning resistance is basically what I'm using this for. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch them out. It's not really great, but it's good enough, and I like that heal mod. Iker Pride, the Copper Ring. No, we don't need that. We just got rid of one like that. Grinding Shield is annoying. It's a damage reduction talent for Saw Butchers. Nope, we need to finish the rest of the level first. Alright, I think we're fine here. The only guy we've got to worry about here is this boulder thrower. So even though there's a lot of people here, we're actually fine. Alright, there's a chieftain and a thunderer. They can both cast lightning at us, I think. Let me check just to be sure. I think it's the chieftains that do it. Nope, just the thunderers. Could have swore the chieftains could cast... Holy cow, that's a lot of people. That wolf, that special wolf up there isn't actually too bad to deal with. He's a random fixed boss. And he drops a decent Rungoff the Warg Titan. He drops an armor penetration item that you do not have to wear to use. Like you just carry it and it's always working, which is awesome. I mean, it's only 7 armor penetration, but again, we're a melee class, so we're going to be using it. But he's not too bad. Oh, I'm silenced. That's why I can't foully converge on them. Alright, Rungoff's Fang. Or Rugoff. There's no N, I don't think. Let me check. Also, I need to move it into my inventory anyway. No, it is Rungoff. Grants telepathy, animal canine, and 7 armor penetration. Alright, we're doing it. Please don't kill me. Alright, what do we got here? Galirantha, the skeleton warrior. It looks like he is a brawler. What do we got here? Ivina, the lesser vampire. He is a cultist of entropy. That's no good. I don't like that. Alright, good. Let's grab this one. Alright, now this guy might be a little more difficult. He is a vampire, so he gets like blur sight and vampiric gift, but he's also a mind slayer, so we need to be careful here. Let's go ahead and do our devourers, move back, and then do our bloated horror. Let them go to work. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to get our hands dirty. Alright, I'm gonna move back a little bit. There we go. That guy was a little bit more difficult than the rest. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I'm pretty sure there was another grave, wasn't there? There's usually like 5. Nope, I think we're good. Nope, there it is. It was hiding. Alright, he is an archer, so we need to be careful he doesn't kill us all at once. So, let's converge on him, do devourers, step back, and then put a... Oh, no, we can't. I need more insanity. Put a bloated horror there. He summoned a forgery of haze. It'll go away on its own, but having 2 archers shooting at you at once is not a good idea. Ouch. No. Got 7 hit points. What are we going to do here? He dies at... Ah, god dang it. Is this 0%? Yes, it is. Alright, what are we going to do? We're going to die. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Son of a gun. Okay, I'm going to jump back and then run around here. Wait for a second. He should be like right here. Okay, there he is. Let them do the work while I hide out. I should have taken him out of that corridor before I wasted my jump. That was stupid. That cloak had 20% critical multiplier, but that's that's like a late game stat, critical multiplier. I like to get to 100% crit first and then worry about the critical multiplier. Alright, we are heading to where? I need to go to town first. I guess we can kill these lightning elementals real quick. Even if there are enemies in Dearth, like right now, you can still level up and take out points like it was a normal town. Let's go 2 points into this for the stun immunity. Now that should give us 100% stun resistance. Put that back up to 4. I'm going to go a point in thick skin and then finish off combat accuracy. It only gives us 9 accuracy, but I mean, I don't like missing for any reason, and we might not run into Tinkers for a while. Just make sure you don't get caught by a bunch of these at once, and you should be fine. Be at ease. Alright, they want us to go to Anglewind, and we are going to do that because our pet is fixed now. He can actually wear 4 rings, and we're going to give him 4 rings. What item do we have? Rod of Annulment. You should probably keep that. It puts 3 talents on cooldown, but I never use it. I do keep it all game, I just never actually use it. And you don't have to equip it to wear it either, so it's doubly good. Anything, Conjuration is okay. Firewall, not so much unless you're trying to proc Harmony on yourself. Alright, what do we got here? Anything good? We have a 17,503 for movement. 17,503, exactly the same as what we have now. Healing Infusion, 182, but it's got 11, so 11 cooldown, which is no good. Alright, come on, give us Rings of Sorrow, or Misery, right here. We want this. 12% chance to cause gloom on a melee hit. Gives decent stats and Bleeding Edge. All those are good. What about this? Gladiator's Ring of Pilfering? That's not really that great. I mean, it's good, but not good enough. If I'm going to pay 180 gold, it needs to be for a random gloom ring. Inertial Twine, that's not bad. But again, it's too expensive. Yellow items are almost always too expensive when you buy them in the shop. We'll keep that for now. Keep that for now. Transfer this to our party. And transfer that to our party. Then we will see what he has to put on. Alright, we can obviously replace the copper one. And then we'll replace the other copper one. Transfer to party, transfer to party. Did I want to put this on? I did. Yes. What about this one? That's got a random gloom chance, so we're not going to switch that out, even though this, well, they do about the same damage, so. Alright, Torment is like a slightly worse version of random gloom. It's not a lot worse, it's just slightly worse. I think the actual status effects that it causes are not quite as important as Gloom's. Stun, confuse, or slow. I think it's the stun. It doesn't stun, it dazes, or something like that. I guess we'll find out when he hits some stuff. Oh crap, we never did the maze. That's why I'm not level 22. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, we good here? We're good. And then we'll go to the sandworm lair next. Hope we don't die in here. If you can make it to the east, at that point, dying becomes less of an issue because the magic damage that people can do to you starts capping out because they're capping out the amount of skills they can put into a magic skill or like a flat damage skill, basically. Plus with diminishing returns, and then also their stats start capping out. And also you get it's like a critical mass of different things happening at once. Your defenses, their damage isn't rising as fast and stuff like that. You still got to worry about like high peak, but the prides are almost all easy except for a few exceptions. Which I'll point that out when we get there. But you shouldn't be dying to Rand bosses once you get east. Alright, nope, we're gonna come down here on the other side of you so he can't shoot me. Alright, what do we got here? Nothing. Oh, he confused us. Awesome. Actually, I do... No, I don't have a two-handed weapon. I'm still using... I found this pretty early on. It's tier 4, which is nice. And it does give some negative life and accuracy and armor penetration. It's not an amazing weapon, but it's pretty good to find early on. I still, though, I want a two-hander. An orange two-hander, tier 4 or 5 would be really nice. Still can't move. There's a two-hander, and it's orange, but the base power sucks. Yeah. It's got good physical penetration, 24% and 20% chance to disease, but what's its stat scaling? 20% on strength, so let's actually see how much damage we gain and how much accuracy we lose by wearing that. Alright, we've got 60 life on this and 6% physical damage. So we're going to keep it because we're already at 100% stun resistance for now. And we have undeterred boots, so we can't get rid of that either. Alright, let's, we've got 84 damage, 51 accuracy. 84 damage, 51 accuracy. Plus 3 damage, minus 6 accuracy. That's not that great of a switch up, but it does have more physical penetration, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Chance to disease is not bad either. It'll make our dissolved face a little bit stronger. Who blinded me? Probably one of these regular rogues. It's really annoying. One of the rogue types can blind you. Alright. It's a grappler, so let's go ahead and take a step back. No reason to chance fighting a grappler if we don't have to. Alright. He can't move, so he should be okay. Well, he'll be able to jump, but he shouldn't be able to jump this far. So I'm going to come after this Minotaur. And we're blinded. Awesome. Alright, confused. Let's take that off. We're going to jump into him for some insanity. And then blow him up with our bloated horror. Alright, I'm going to do Devouring Horrors because I knew he was going to summon a Flame Spitter. And I wanted a turn to take out his Warhound without worrying about the Flame Spitter. There's the stare down, but we're going to explore the whole place. Gotta clear them all out. Okay, actually I think we're going to leave it off there for now. We are closing in on 30 minutes. So, I'm going to make another video here in a second, so I'll see you when I get back. Please leave a like or comment below, and feel free to subscribe for more full Let's Plays like this one. And that's my mama.